Hey, what's going on, everyone? Welcome back to another video, and today we're going to go over vectors. Vectors are like arrays in the sense that they hold values, and they kind of look the same. So in order to use them, we need to hash include vector. Okay, and when we go and make one, we do this. We do vector, then the angle brackets, and whatever type. So int vec, I'm going to name it. And then the size, so 5. So this made a vector of ints named vec with the size of 5. Now what makes vectors different than arrays is that you can resize them later on. They're not always going to be, they don't always have to be this size. So if we do cout vec.capacity, that is a function for vectors, and it'll tell you how large the capacity is of the vector. So then we can do this. We can do vec.resize, and let's make it 10 now. And then we can do it again. I'll just copy and paste this. So we made it 5, and then we used the resize function, and that changed the capacity to 10. And we'll see that in 1 second. There you go. So you can see that you can indeed change the size of the vector. And if we want to add values to the vector, we can do one of two ways. It can be vec, and then square brackets, and just like arrays, it starts at 0. It's going to equal 1. Vec 1, let's make it equal to 3. No, it doesn't matter. If we want to read them out or see what value they have, just like arrays, you can do it this way. Okay, so we can go and check that. We can see it's 1, because that's what we assigned vec 0 as. Another way you can add or make values, or change the values, I mean, is vec.at. And this is almost the same, or it is the same as just saying vec 0, as long as we put 0 here. So if we do cout, we'll get the same answer. There we go. And if we wanted to change it, we would do vec.at 0 is equal to 3. And then we can cout it again and make sure that did the same thing too. And actually we can do vec.at 0. There we go. So we changed it to 3, and we also read it out using the .at function. So another thing that might be useful is, do you want to see if the vector is empty? You're asking yourself, well, is the vector empty? Maybe you have a while loop and you want to continue it until the vector is empty, or vice versa. I don't know. I don't know what the opposite would be. So vec.empty is going to return a boolean, and it's going to be true or false. Is it empty? If it is, then true. If it isn't, then false. It is not empty because we assigned at least 2 values. So the last value here is a 0, which indicates false for the vector being empty. So yeah, vectors are pretty cool. Just another storage or a data structure, I guess, for you to learn. And if you want to make it doubles, just do this. We'll call this vec1 and size 1. So now we made a vector of doubles, and we named it vec1. So you can make this doubles, strings, chars, bools, what have you. just like an array. And we'll actually go over iterators in the next video, because those are important for traversing through a vector. If you don't remember, we can also use a for loop. We can do like for int I equals 0, I less than the size. In that case, we could use vec.capacity or vec.size. There's also that function. And then I++, and we can do vec I. But another way you could do it is using iterators, which I'll go over next. So thanks for watching, guys, and have a good day.